I also wanted to talk. I want to do like a cool thing that we do on FanSided.com. We do a who is kind of like profile of a new fighter. I wanted to pick somebody on this card that maybe you guys don't know, introduce him to you, give you a little bit of insight from fight camp. And so I wanted to feature Jay Perrin. He is a last minute replacement. I think he filled in yesterday for Khalid Taha, which is who I was originally going to feature, which is kind of ironic. But, you know, Jay is fighting out of Las Vegas, so he is not going to have the travel, wear and tear that a short notice fighter coming from somewhere else might have. That's a good sign. There's no odds on this fight yet, I don't think, just because it's so new. Check maybe tomorrow, check in a couple hours. There might be some now. Who knows?
I'll check as we're getting the video queued up.
Cool. And he is fighting Mario Bautista, who is coming off a loss, has not won a fight since 2020. But that fight, he did have a really crazy flying knee knockout. So that's something to consider. And he hasn't fought since 2021. So it's been a year since he's fought. So that's another thing to think about. So I want to give you guys a little bit of insight into Jay as well. He lost his Dana White Contender Series fight via controversial decision. So a lot of people felt like he won that fight. So he's going to come in with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, I believe. He is a former champion of Cage Titans and a current champion of CES, and he was actually training for that to defend that title. So he was already in a fight camp. So that's another good thing. Most short notice fighters are not in fight camp, not fight ready. He is definitely fight ready. And he has only the one loss since 2017. So I think he's like real. Like this is a legit guy coming in. And I actually talked to him today, and here's what he had to say.
On me because no matter what you do, no matter what you're good at, my attitude is fuck you, I win. So doesn't matter what you're good at. You know what I mean? I'm gonna come in there and I break people with pressure. I'm good everywhere. There's not a single place in this fight that I'm gonna go that I'm not gonna feel comfortable. So if you've watched any of my fights, look it up. You know what I mean? Proof's in the pudding. If you don't, that's fine. You're just gonna miss out on money.
Yeah, ouch. That's crazy, right? How gangster is that?
Getting a haircut too at the same time, just absolute legend. I'm trying to find. There's still no odds, at least where I bet fights, but
so I know WinBet doesn't have them up right now. The consensus odds I've looked around though a little bit higher than 2-1 for Jay Perrin. So when it gets posted at WinBet, you're probably going to get a little bit better than 2-1. That clip it was enough. I'm convinced. I will sprinkle.
I've got it sold on him too.
Do that, I'll sprinkle on him.
Worth a shot.
Yeah.
I will say really quick, VT in the chat says, sup, what's going on, VT? They said, where's Demopolis at? We had her on the top of the show, so when the stream's done, rewind, and you'll be able to check out our interview for that. But she did not join us for the draft here. But yeah, Jay, how do you pronounce his last name? Perrin?
Perrin. I'm assuming that's a family name. That's how we pronounce it. So I'm assuming. Yeah.
So it's probably going to be a little bit above 2-1, and I'm going to sprinkle on him. I will say, these short notice fighters sometimes they always get set as big underdogs, and some of them sometimes they just pull it off because number one, they don't really have anything to lose. So it's like, I'm getting thrown in. I'm not expected to win, and I can tell by his attitude from that 15-second clip. He's going to go in balls to the wall. I can tell from that already. He has nothing to lose, so why not? A memory I have is the first card that was hosted back in my home province, Nova Scotia, in Halifax. Sold out crowd, I think it was the week of. Our own hometown boy, Chris Kalidis, if you guys remember that name from a while back, got shoved into the second prelim fight, and he beat Paddy O'Houlihan. Was that the guy's name? The Irish guy that came up.
That can't be
I miss him so much, Paddy.
Well, did I get that right? Was it Paddy O'Houlihan?
I don't know if it was him. I was probably before my time, but I love Paddy.
Yes. So it was definitely the Paddy, he was a flyweight Irish fighter. And Chris Kalidis won, and he was a huge underdog, slotted in the week of. The place went nuts. It was sold out even for the first prelim because we don't get professional sports in Nova Scotia, so it got sold out. So that whenever I think of a guy who gets slotted in the last second from the area, I think of Chris Kalidis. And he won that fight. If he can do it, this Jay Perrin can win it. Based on that 10-second video, I'm in. I'll bet on it. Jay, you got my bet. I don't want to be the loser who loses
missed out on a big payout,
as you said. Yeah.